What's up, everybody? I'm back at y'all with another video. Now for this one, I am ranking the Rambo franchise. Now, a few months ago, I'm pretty sure it was a few months ago, I ranked these films. But in my last ranking, I didn't include Rambo Last Blood because I hadn't saw it yet. Now, a few days ago, I actually had a chance to see this movie, to watch this movie. And I reviewed it on my YouTube channel. So if y'all check that out, please check it out. So yeah, and then since I saw it, I decided why not rank these films from worst to best with Rambo Last Blood. Now, I'm a diehard Sylvester Stallone fan. Almost every movie he's done is just incredible. You know, the Rocky films, and the Rambo films, every movie that he's done, I love. Like Tango and Cash, that movie Cobra. There's so many movies that he's done. The Escape Plan films, I love them too. The the Expendables films, I love them. See, he's just my favorite actor of all time. He's my favorite action hero of all time. Sylvester Stallone is just amazing. So yeah, with that being said, now let's start this ranking. Now coming in at my number 5 is Rambo 3. Now, on this film, I didn't care too much for. If I had to think of positive, I would say, you know, the action's pretty good. You know, you got this cool little stick fight at the beginning of the movie. You have some good explosions here and there, but there's a lot of boring parts in the film. And I just didn't care for Rambo 3 too much. So yeah, Rambo 3, my least favorite, at my number 5. So yeah, coming in at my number 4 is, from here on out, I think these movies are pretty good from here on out. So coming at my number 4 is Rambo First Blood Part 2. Now, the action in this film were really good. The story was decent, you know. I like this. This had a better story than Rambo 3 did, I felt like. And Rambo First Blood Part 2, it's a classic. You know, of course it's a classic. I enjoyed the film. Sylvester Stallone was phenomenal as always. You had some good fight scenes here and there in Rambo First Blood Part 2, and I enjoyed the film, you know. I thought it was decent. Is it the best? No, I wouldn't say it's the best, but it is decent. So yeah, that's why that is my number 4. And my number 3 is Rambo 4. Now, Rambo 4, I love it. I love it. The explosions are crazy. The story is pretty good. I love the explosions. And I loved how gory it was. Like, this is probably the goriest out of all the Rambos. And Sylvester Stallone is just phenomenal as always. And there's, in some parts in this movie, he was just pissed off at some certain points of this film. And I enjoyed Rambo, you know, the fourth Rambo film. It was a good movie. Is it as good as the one like the last two? I mean, the first one and Rambo Last Blood? No. But it is damn good. It is really good. So yeah, coming in at my number 2. Now this was hard for me to choose which one of these, or which ones I should put at my number 2 and my number 1, because these films are masterpieces in my mind. Like, I could rewatch these films any time of time. I just love these films. So yeah, with that being said, coming to my number 2, this was a hard one. My number 2 is Rambo First Blood, the original Rambo film. Now, I love this film. You know, the fight scenes were pretty good. You know, it's crazy because one person died in this film. But you know, you got some great fight scenes, you know, sort of at the beginning of the movie, sort of, and you got some good fight scenes right there, and plus, you know, all Rambo wanted to do was just go down there and get something to eat and stuff, because, you know, after a war he was in, you know, they explained it in the movie. All he wanted to do was go down there and get something to eat, and these cops kept pushing him. These cops kept being assholes and all this stuff. So yeah, the story in this film were really good. I enjoyed the story a hell of a lot. Rambo First Blood, it was close between, I didn't know which ones I should put on top, but you know, I'm always honest about all my videos. So yeah, my number 1, and a lot of people will probably get pissed off at me, because I put this at number 1. Now my number 1 is Rambo Last Blood. Now, this film had everything I would want to see in a Rambo film. You got the gore down there. I love the story. The story is, Rambo's niece wanted to go meet her dad or something, and come to find out her dad's an asshole. And she goes to Mexico, and then these Mexicans try to take her and sell her off and all this stuff. So Sylvester Stallone tries to save his niece. So, this might be a little spoiler right here, and towards like the middle of the movie, his niece dies of an overdose because they, drugged her really bad, tried to kill her, and then she ends up dying. You get this whole emotional scene. This film is probably by far the most emotional Rambo in the whole franchise, and when, Sylvester Stallone did a phenomenal job in this film. When he was sad, you believe that shit. When he was pissed, you believe that shit. There's some certain points in this movie where he was just pissed the fuck off. You believe that shit. And this movie's intense. I love it. You got the gore down there. You got everything down there. And Rambo Last Blood, I love it. I love this film. So yeah, Rambo Last Blood. That's why that's my number 1. It's probably going to stay my number 1 because I watched it a few times after I bought it. It was just a good movie. It's probably the most rewatchable one in the franchise now. This film, I just love it. I just love the film. I love the story. I love the acting was great. I love this film. The explosions were great. Freaking, you see some gory ass action scenes in this film. That was great. And the whole ending scene was phenomenal. This whole movie was phenomenal. I was never bored. I love this movie from start to finish. So that's why Rambo 5, Rambo Last Blood is my number 1. So yeah, I guess that's it for this video. Let me know in the comments below how would y'all rank the Rambo films. So yeah, I guess that's it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, please subscribe and share, and also hit the bell so you know new videos uploaded. Peace out. Hope y'all enjoy this video. I'm out. Peace.